And the bad news is Danny Christie is getting doorstepped on Saturday by myself. The bad news, Winston Hughes. And the bad news is, Winston, shut up. What's up? I can't go too hard on the dog because he's had a bit of a bad tummy. So I feel a bit sorry for him. But he shouldn't have eaten a kebab off the side. So it did sort of serve him right. Anyway, Danny Christie's getting doorstepped Saturday, 22nd of November. The spar that everyone's been waiting for. The millions and millions and millions of Danny Christie and Bad News Weston Hughes fans are going to see the doorstepping of a lifetime. We're going to have a friendly meet-up. We're going to spar. We're going to do 3 rounds, 2 minutes. No head guards, gum shield, have gum shield, will travel, in the words of the man himself. And it's going to be exciting. I'm really excited, actually. It's nice to go and meet good level fighters and see and pros and stuff and see where you're at. Obviously, I'll spar with good lads in my own gym. I'm not going to start name dropping because you know what I'm going to say, Mac Bygraves. But yeah, and I'll get beaten up most of the time. But sometimes I do all right. So I'd like to see how I fare with Danny. It'll be really interesting. And if I get knocked out, I don't lose a thing. And if I do well, then it's good. But I can't imagine he's going to try and knock me out because we are friends. But we will be hitting each other. And we will be hitting each other quite hard. So, yeah. Anyway, John Fury, Joe Egan. John Fury has gone nuclear on Joe Egan. He's lost his fucking mind because Joe Egan over the last couple of years has been sending little jibes at John Fury, trying to draw him out for a fight. Oh, it's fucking... I've just mentioned I've got my fleece on today rather than my normal gym clothes because it's fucking freezing. Absolutely fucking freezing. But yeah. So, John Fury has gone nuclear on Joe Egan. Joe Egan's been sending little jibes at him, constantly trying to draw him out for a fight. He's been saying he's a bully. And what Joe Egan said that really seemed to rile John Fury up was he basically said that John Fury just takes the limelight off his sons, that he's almost jealous of what Tyson's achieved and that he's jealous of the money that Tommy Fury makes. And, you know, I like them both. Obviously, Joe Egan just comes across as a really, really nice man, actually, and John Fury comes across as a fucking lunatic. But I don't know whether he's just playing a part. And it is always fucking hilarious. Like when he's screaming up at KSI going, "I'll bum ya. And he's punching the fucking Perspex window trying to get to him, calling Darren Till pig's eyes. So what he said to Joe Egan, he called him camel face, I think, or camel head, camel something or other. So it's like, why does he always resort to animal insults? Pig, camel, pig's eyes, camel head, that sort of thing. I don't know, but maybe it's a traveller thing. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments. But yeah, so John Fury's clapped back at Joe Egan. He said, we'll get the fight on any time you want. You know where I live, yada, yada, yada. And he also went on to say that he was going to kick Joe Egan until he shits himself. Yeah, he was going to kick him until he pooed his pants. Which is a strange one, considering they were arranging a bare knuckle boxing match or a normal boxing match. Because it was all set up to go on Misfits before. But I feel like John Fury didn't actually accept it. He was going around shouting he's the hardest 58-year-old man in the world or whatever. And Joe Egan said, actually, I think I'll beat you in a fight. And Joe Egan is he's definitely a tough fella. Obviously, John Fury, of course he was. He was a professional boxer. I think he was 8-4 and Joe Egan was 9-2. John Fury was 8-4-1, if I remember rightly. And Joe Egan was 9-2-1. So they're respectable records. No, they're not world beaters, obviously. But Joe Egan, obviously, was the sparring partner of Mike Tyson. And John Fury went on to say, Mike Tyson said he doesn't even know you. You're just trying to make a few quid off his name. And then Joe Egan's response video, where he was basically just laughing at John Fury, saying he looks a mess and he'd beat him and yada, yada, yada. He just put loads of clips of him and Mike Tyson together, arm in arm, and Mike Tyson talking about him, saying, yeah, Joe Egan's the toughest white guy I know, from the sparring rounds that they shared together. Because I think Joe Egan lived with him for a little while, went out there to spar under Customato and lived in the house with Mike for a little while, is the impression I get. And they are quite tight. If you listen to Joe Egan, and Mike Tyson's never disagreed with it, and obviously you've got all the evidence that they are friends, has said that he's like, spoke to his mum on the phone and his mum sent him Christmas presents and all that sort of thing. And it sounds like they've got quite a nice relationship. So I don't know if John Fury's just lying to try and shit on Joe Egan, or if he actually believes that they're not friends. that they don't know each other, but I feel like he's probably just lying to try and make him look stupid. So, as I say, Joe Egan's come out of a response now, pretty much just laughing at John Fury. After all the years of him calling him out, now it's got to the crunch where John Fury's lost the fucking plot. Which, surprisingly, it took a while, because John Fury is very, very much known to lose the plot at any point, at any time, over anything. So he's gone back, Joe Egan's come back just laughing at him, very calm, and said he'd beat him any day of the week. And John Fury really, he said that John Fury doesn't look well, and because John Fury was calling Joe Egan a drug addict and a drinker and all this, but John Fury really don't look well in this video. It looks pretty great. It could be the lighting. It's not very good lighting in the video. It's just it's not like filmed professionally. It's not filmed well. It's just a little clip he's filmed on his front camera on his phone, screaming into the phone in his caravan. So maybe he's not, but he looks like he'd had a few drinks in the video, to be honest with you. It looks a bit gaunt, looks a bit grey. Anyway, boys, let me know what you think down below. Are we going to get the Joe Egan John Fury fight now? Do you want to watch the Joe Egan John Fury fight? I don't know if I really want to see it. Two 60-year-old blokes. It'd be horrible to watch, I think. Although they're not like normal 60-year-old blokes, are they? They're quite well built, and they do look like hard men. They do look like they definitely still carry power and stuff. But do they both still train? I assume they do. John Fury used to do the long runs with Tyson. That maybe it wouldn't be too bad. The old man power, boom. Maybe couldn't see it going longer than a couple of minutes, but yeah, let me know what you think down below. Who wins? Joe Egan, John Fury? You looking forward to my sparring? Thanks for watching. Adios, le bosh.